How do engineers actually interact with massive Hadoop clusters in the real world? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely demystify the command line and jump right into how engineers practically interact with a 3-node Hadoop cluster using some fundamental commands. If you've ever felt totally intimidated by big data environments, or maybe you're gearing up for a tough technical interview, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get started.
The HDFS commands resemble normal file system commands of UNIX. Listen, this exact quote from our source material is our core foundation today. And honestly, it is probably the absolute best piece of news for anyone transitioning into big data. Why? Because it means you don't have to start from scratch. If you know even basic UNIX, you already have a massive head start. We're literally just taking what you already know and scaling it up to a massive distributed level.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start by comparing HDFS and UNIX file systems. Then we'll list cluster contents, create your own directories, upload some files, and finally, master the built-in help commands.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, HDFS versus UNIX file systems.
If you look closely here, notice how the terminology maps perfectly from the left side right over to the right. On the left, you've got your standard UNIX file system commands, the stuff you type on your local laptop. On the right, the HDFS commands. They share the exact same DNA. This intentional design is a huge relief because it allows you to seamlessly transition your local command line skills directly into a powerful distributed system without having to memorize a bunch of alien syntax.
Now keep the number 3 in the back of your mind. While these commands look just like your local UNIX instructions, they're actually operating across a 3-node cluster. You type what looks like a simple command, but behind the scenes, you are orchestrating operations across multiple distinct machines. That's the real magic of Hadoop. It completely abstracts all that heavy complexity away from you.
Moving right along to Section 2, listing cluster contents.
Picture yourself sitting at your terminal. Here's your very first command ready to go. HDFS DFS/. It starts with HDFS DFS, which basically tells the system, hey, we're doing a distributed file system operation. Then we follow that up with ls and drop in a / to represent the root directory.
So, what actually happens when you hit Enter? Well, the ls command lists the contents in the Hadoop distributed file system. It perfectly illustrates how a single, simple instruction pulls our entire 3-node cluster to list out every single file and folder currently sitting in the system. It gives you an instant, bird's-eye view of your entire distributed storage setup.
Okay, so we've looked around. We can see what's currently hanging out in the root directory. But now we need to ask ourselves a pretty vital question. How do we create a brand new space for our own data so we aren't just randomly dumping files into the root? That brings us perfectly to Section 3, creating HDFS directories. To carve out that space, we execute HDFS DFS/mkdir/input1. Notice we still have that foundational HDFS DFS prefix, but now we're using -mkdir and we're targeting a brand new folder named input1.
The mkdir command is used to make a new directory in the present working directory. When you run this, we successfully establish a totally new directory right there in the distributed environment. The cluster does all the heavy lifting, coordinating this across its nodes to ensure this new organizational space, input1, is ready and waiting for our data.
We're making fantastic progress here. We have our target folder built, but right now it's completely empty. This brings up the next massive hurdle for any beginner. How do we actually get our local data, the files sitting right there on our laptop, up into the Hadoop system?
Let's tackle that in Section 4, uploading files to HDFS.
All right, here's the command that makes the real magic happen. HDFS DFS put test.txt/test data/. Now, I know, admittedly, this looks a bit more complex than our simple ls or mkdir commands. It's got more arguments, but let's break down its exact syntax so you can see exactly how it functions.
This process flows incredibly logically in 3 simple steps. Step 1, we invoke the copy command using -put. Step 2, we select the local file we want to upload, which is test.txt. Step 3, we specify the exact new destination on the cluster, the directory named testdata/. And you know what's wild? When you hit Enter, Hadoop doesn't just copy the file. Behind the scenes, it literally splits that file into data blocks and distributes them across the different data nodes in your cluster automatically. So cool, right?
But hey, let's be realistic for a second. In a real-world scenario, or maybe right in the middle of a high-pressure technical interview, your mind might go blank. You might forget a flag, or you might need to perform an operation we haven't even talked about. So what do? This leads us to our final and, honestly, perhaps our most important survival tool.
Section 5. Mastering HDFS help commands.
This is it. 2 simple words. HDFS help. Typing this highly accessible help command right into your terminal is literally your master key to unlocking the rest of the Hadoop ecosystem. It is the ultimate cheat code built directly into the platform. Executing the help command will instantly spit out a comprehensive list of all related HDFS commands. You can quickly read through the internal documentation without ever leaving your terminal. It allows you to expand your operational knowledge on the fly, making it the absolute perfect way to discover more advanced commands as your skills continue to grow.
Take a step back and think about what we've achieved today. By mastering just these fundamentals, listing, creating directories, uploading files, and accessing help on a 3-node cluster, you have firmly laid the crucial groundwork for advanced big data engineering. The terminal is no longer some scary mystery, it's just a tool. So I'm going to leave you with this question. If mastering just these simple commands unlocks the immense power of a distributed cluster, what will you build with the rest of the Hadoop documentation right at your fingertips? Keep exploring, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next explainer.